Well, hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna be changing the thermal paste on my laptop. I wanted to do this I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now, but I just couldn't find a good video on YouTube on how to do it, especially on my model of laptop. So we're gonna go through this process together. We'll go through it together. If I get stuck, I'll just speed through that part. But basically we're gonna repaste it. This is a great way to improve the thermals, especially on laptops if they have been used for a while now. This laptop is, I think, 3 years old at this point. Granted, it's not that old, but I think that would improve a little bit the thermal behavior of the laptop. So I'm going to start by taking it apart. Most probably I'm just going to speed through this part just because I already done it in some other videos, like my how to upgrade the RAM or the one where I installed the SSD. So let's get started. I got some new tools from this company. I'm not sure what the name of the company is. I got them as a present from some friends. I've been waiting for a while. They come on Amazon. If I remember, if I don't forget, I may end up posting the link in the description. Well, it would be great if I could find the right size of screwdriver for these freaking screws. There we go, found it. So yeah, these is basically a copy of iFixit. Yeah, it's kind of like, I think it's like half the price from iFixit, from a comparable kit from iFixit. Yeah, iFixit, it may be better quality. They're magnetized, but these are magnetized as well. So these are magnetized. So you can go with iFixit if you want. That's a great brand actually. But I mean, I feel like this kit does the job pretty well. By the way, these silicone feet, you may want to apply some sort of like silicone glue to them after you're done, just because they won't stay in their place once you take them off. So once you take off those 6 screws, you are going to want to get some sort of plastic. I don't know what to call these, by the way, pullers? I don't know what to call them. But you want to make sure to use plastic, because if you use steel, like screwdriver, you are risking scratching the plastic cover. So it's this. It would have been great if I would have gotten ahead of time some like air in a can to clean the heat fin stack, the fin stack, not heat fin, the fin stack, but I didn't. So we're in here. Whoa. Sorry. Okay, so we're here. So this is the SSD, this is the M.2 that I added. Here are the 2 RAM modules, and we're gonna start by taking the battery off. The reason for that is for safety. You should take the battery off every time you get into a laptop, just because you don't want any electricity. Even though the laptop is off, I forgot to tell you that. Always always turn the laptop off whenever you're going to do something to it and unplug it from the power supply. You want to remove the battery, so there's no power running anywhere inside the laptop. So by the way, this battery is new. I have to change the battery. I have to swap the battery. I didn't make a video about it because it's fairly simple. You just pull this apart, take all the screws, take the battery, plug it in. I realized I was not getting enough. Don't tell me I screwed up this screw. Yeah, sorry, wrong screwdriver. I was not getting enough. Battery life out of the laptop, so I was like, huh. And when I realized, when I took it out, one of this battery has 3 cells. One of the cells was like bulging, so I was like, huh, yeah, found the problem. So I just ordered a new one and replaced it. So once we took the battery out, now we gotta take this heatsink out, and of course the screws. Be careful. So this is battery. Okay, the screws from the actual heatsink. So if you have ever seen a video of someone building a PC, you must know that you always tighten and untighten, tighten and loosen screws, especially from heatsinks, in a X pattern. So you don't want to remove all the tension just from one side. You want to remove it like evenly around, as evenly as possible from all sides. One thing to note is that I was running the computer for a while before doing this, just so I can loosen, just so I could heat up the thermal paste, just so it would be easier to take the cooler apart, off. Sorry, not apart. Man, keeping track of these screws is gonna be so much fun. So there's one there. There's another one here. come on. So there's two there. Let me check something real quick. So like I was saying, sorry, when it bumped the camera, I kind of like got off shot here. Okay, here. So let's go back. So I took this screw and there was another screw right here that seems to have, okay, so the heatsink looks like it can come off. There's a tape here. When I take the heatsink off, okay, there's a tape here and there's this connector. I need to take that connector off because that's the connector for the fan. It should come off without any pins. If it's anything like all the fan connectors that I've seen in my life, should come off. Oof. Also use plastic whenever doing this kind of stuff. You don't want to scratch the motherboard. So there we go. There's the fan. Okay, there's a masking tape of some sort here. Okay, there we go. Let's pull it off, and this is just glue. Okay, that comes off. Come on, it won't let it go. Okay, there we go. And we have this tape here that I already took off once when I was upgrading the RAM, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh no, well, so, okay, too bad for that, honestly. Okay, there's something else holding this in place. Man, laptops are so hard to work on. There's a ribbon cable, like underneath the heatsink. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this ribbon cable was stuck here. You gotta remove that. So, whew, there we go. So, we have to fix that. So this is the CPU. That's our CPU. As you can see, this is the thermal paste. Maybe you can see it. Let me see if you can see it. So, there. Can you see how dry it is? It's fairly dry. That's bad, because that means that the thermal compound is not actually transmitting the heat properly. So what we're going to do is, since I don't have any air in a can, I'm just gonna blow on this. So as you can see, the fin stack is fairly poor. I mean, it's a 2-core, 4-thread CPU, nothing fancy. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is, let me just, one of the clips here for the RAM heat shield was off. Okay, so what we're gonna do now here is we're gonna clean the CPU first, then we're gonna clean the heat spreader, and then I'm gonna apply the new thermal paste. To do that, you should go with a shop towel. These are one of the best options for this. And you should go with at least, like, the highest percentage alcohol you can get. I'm using 91% alcohol here. The higher the better, just because it's gonna work as a solvent. It's gonna work better as a solvent. Plus, you don't wanna have like the least amount of moisture and water that's gonna take time to evaporate the better. So you might wanna do it like this. This is interesting. So I wasn't expecting this. If any of you know, I'm gonna be making some. I'm gonna do a research afterwards, but I wasn't expecting this CPU to look like this. These mobile CPUs from Intel are quite interesting. So I'm guessing this is the CPU and this is the iGPU. I'm guessing, probably CPU, iGPU, I don't know. This laptop is, of course, integrated graphics. So as you can see, we cleaned up all of the old thermal paste off. Now I'm gonna proceed to do the same with the cooler, the heat spreader on the cooler. Make sure to do it very gently. You don't want to, you know, bend it or damage it in any way, because I don't know if you can get these aftermarket or something, so be very careful. You may need, depending on how old your thermal paste is, you may need to kind of like soak the thermal paste first before trying to remove it. Soak it with alcohol just so it comes out. But it all depends on how old your thermal paste is, how good of a thermal paste you really had. I should have grabbed more. Okay, something else, be careful with your thermal paste. Like, that thing is like sticky, it will stick and it will grab to any surface that you let it fall on, and it's gonna stay there forever. So be careful with that. So yeah. After, okay, I think this is a vapor chamber, kind of like cooler. So after you've done that, you know, you should end up with a very clean heat spreader and a very clean CPU. I'm gonna proceed to make sure that the CPU is as clean as possible. So I'm not gonna use, you may want to, for this, you may want to, and it would be a great idea also, there's some like extra heavy duty Q-tips that you can use as well. So now, once we have done this, we're gonna proceed to apply the new thermal paste. For this, I got the Noctua's NTH1. This is a well-regarded thermal paste. I use it on my gaming PC. A lot of people use it. It's not that expensive. Damn, I need to clean that. So what we're going to do is, I'm just gonna go with the line procedure. I'm just gonna draw a line on each one of these dies. It's incredible, you can actually see the traces going to these dies. So what we're going to do is, you may not be able, I'm gonna try to do it with the left hand, so just so you guys can see it, but I'm not a lefty, so this is gonna be a little bit hard. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply, really? I'm sorry guys, I won't be able to do it with the left hand. So I'm just gonna apply a small blob there. Come on. And a small blob there. So 2 small blobs, probably not as small as I would have wanted, but at least they're small. I'm thinking about spreading it or not spreading it. I think I'm gonna spread it. So you can either spread it or not spread it. There are a couple of, I'm just gonna spread it lengthwise and let the heat spreader, sorry, the actual heat sink do its magic. There are a couple of currents of thought regarding spread or not spread. I believe that small CPUs don't need spread. I'm just doing it here because I don't know how much pressure that heatsink is going to actually exert on the paste. There we go. Okay, I can feel the suction from the thermal paste. Okay, there we go. Close this here. So now you gotta be really careful to attach every cable that you took off to put back everything. I'm gonna start with the heatsink. Try to do it in an orderly manner. So heatsink, same as always, same thing I told you before. You gotta go in an X pattern. Unfortunately, I forgot to do a benchmark of how thermals were caving before doing this. So if you really want to, you think you want to make sure this works or you made a difference or something, you may want to do like some sort of benchmark. You can go to Bench or some other stress-inducing software and just check your temperatures for doing it. I didn't do it. I just believed that my temperature went off because the fan would ramp up very easily and very often. So that's why I decided I would do this. So that's do it. So there we go. So that's there. Let's see if this sticks back on. It doesn't. I never thought it would. So now we're gonna fix the fan in its place. So let's start with this screw right here. Don't go all the way until you put the other screws. So the other screw, there we go. Now, remember these are small screws. They don't need a lot of torque. You just need to sit snug. Now we're gonna, please don't forget this part. Reconnect the fan. If you don't reconnect the fan, it's like you didn't do anything, honestly. Like, you will see your computer getting insanely hot. So please don't forget to do that. I was thinking about attaching a heatsink to this controller, but then I thought that it would not close. Now it may close, I don't know. So now I'm gonna put this back where it was. This is back here. This is back here. This, really? Hair? Okay, this is back here. I mean, it's pretty dirty, I'm not gonna lie, but at least the heat fin array is not that. Oh, look, it gives you the part number in this in case you need to replace it. So now we're gonna go back in with the battery. There we go. Battery is in, and now we're gonna go back with the screws for the battery. Don't forget battery, please. I mean, a laptop without battery is a desktop, pretty much. So a desktop with really bad thermals. So yeah, that's basically the whole procedure. I mean, it's fairly simple, fairly straightforward. I mean, I really didn't need that many videos, but I think this may be useful for people out there that haven't done anything like this before. In my case, I built a gaming PC, and I've swapped the cooler a couple of times now. I mean, I installed the original cooler, then I swapped it for a better cooler. Then I did a video where I was able to find some old AMD coolers from like old PCs that I found on my job. And wait, this is weird. Probably was from here. I think, yeah, that's what happened. The sequence that I should not have taken out. Good thing it was synced up through. This guy goes here. Ha! Okay, there we go. So now that we've done that, let me close the alcohol. I don't want to lose alcohol. That we've closed that, this thingy, I don't know, man. Kind of like after I swapped the RAM, it kind of like never went back into its original place. But it doesn't matter. So now we put back the back. That was pretty much it, guys. That's the process. Like always, small disclaimer. If you ever do this, be careful. I'm not responsible for any possible damage to your computer. Just make sure that you don't touch anything that you shouldn't. You don't break anything that you shouldn't. Don't let your screwdriver slip. Anyway, guys, I hope to see you on the next one, and I hope you have a great day.